Thanks to EA for making this video possible. Hey guys, my name is Angelia. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're not, welcome back. We are here with a build video. This is kind of Disney Legacy without being Disney Legacy because it's just building. But anyways, you guys kind of narrowly voted, might I add, that Allura should move out with her own little family, so maybe down the road we will revisit like her parents moving in with her as they get a little bit older, you know? But she is going to be, I think I built this in Windenburg, actually. I started to build in Henford-on-Bagley, but in the guidelines for this specific generation, it talks about, you know, maybe running away, eloping, that sort of thing. So we're kind of going to follow that. It's not that she doesn't love her family, she does, but maybe she just wants to be independent, you know, she's the middle child, so we're gonna kind of roll with that. So my inspiration for this build for her starter house is going to be Sleeping Beauty's little cottage that you see in the beginning of that movie, which, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, this spiraled out of control. I'm sitting there building, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be such a cute small little cottage, and then I just kept building and I was like, no, this shape looks better, and it just kept going. So at least there's room for expansion in the future, because I was trying to keep it under 20,000 simoleons, so it's technically like a starter house, so we can kind of, you know, work our way up and whatnot, and it's about 17,000, so I don't have a lot of money. There is no landscaping, but all the walls are painted, and we have our necessities. There's really not a lot of furnishing that has happened. There's like a bed and a bathroom, a TV, and a kitchen. So we do not have that much at the moment. She is going to obviously bring some of her stuff from her existing house, because if she's like running away, she's obviously gonna put stuff in like a bag, you know, toss it over her shoulder or whatnot. But yeah, so I got very carried away with this. I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. And my brain was confusing this heir with our Zodiac Legacy heir that we're about to have, where in Zodiac, our Taurus generation that we are currently raising into a teenager, she is supposed to be doing like gardening and farming. And for some reason, my brain was connecting that one with this. I was like, okay, so I need a big lot so I can put it in the farm. And then I realized, oh my god, no, I'm doing Disney Legacy, not Zodiac. So anyway, especially because Zodiac, she's still a child. Like, we're not moving on. I don't know. Listen, my brain's been like a bag of cats lately. All like fighting for attention. I don't know what's going on. But yeah. So here I am messing around with the roofing, trying to get a shape that I like. I think for the most part, this shape kind of stays about the same. Obviously, I fixed that. But I'm very happy with the roofing, actually. Which is actually part of the reason why the house did grow to be a lot bigger than I initially anticipated. That, and because like where I ended up placing the stairs, because if you see that top piece is not flush with the bottom pieces at all, it's like kind of inward, so like I can't put the stairs up against an actual outside wall. The upstairs wound up being very tiny, so I had to expand it a little bit so I could have a little bit more room upstairs, put a bedroom up there, and actually make it kind of viable instead of just kind of up there wasting space, I guess. So yeah, here I am starting my little expansion. It worked out well though. Like, I think it looks fine, in my opinion. So I'm not too upsetty spaghetti about it. But, you know, it worked out. I think it'll be perfectly well suited for Miss Allura. I have some plans for her already, which I'm very excited about doing. I might actually record that later today after I get done, you know, recording this and getting this all up and posted for you guys. But yeah, I'm happy with it. Also, this house is going to be very pastel because Sleeping Beauty's colors are pink and blue with some purple and some gold mixed in. So we're gonna have like a pastel Easter egg palooza, and I am here for it. I'm very excited about that, actually. Like, the stuff that we have down so far is very pretty and I love it. It's very cutesy. It fits Allura to a T and I love it. I was also struggling on what we should make her skill, essentially. Like, what are we gonna make money from? I didn't want to do gardening again, even though it would make sense because Briar Rose, when she was still Briar Rose, she was picking berries, she was in the forest, she was gathering all these items. But we have already done that a few times in this specific legacy. So I wanted to do something different, which, again, it makes sense because back then, like, the first 3 original princesses all kind of foraged, you know, they did all of that gardening and picking berries and stuff. So it makes sense that the first 3 princesses I would have struggled with, which is Snow White, Cinderella, and Sleeping Beauty. They're the 3 original Disney princesses. This particular challenge did not go in that order, obviously, because we had Tiana as like our 3rd generation. But I'm trying to keep with the vein of it being Princess Aurora, in that we might maybe do like the writing music career and see if we could take that a little bit further. We might have some plans just to get us going. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I have just woken up. But for the most part, I wanted to keep it as, I don't know, a little bit different. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again because then it starts to get kind of repetitive. So I was kind of looking more towards a music type career for her because Aurora, like Ariel, they're both known for their singing voices. So I'm kind of going to lean a little bit into that. At least with Ariel, we will have another outlet in terms of like collecting things because Ariel likes to collect shiny things and shells and stuff like that, so we could collect stuff and sell them and complete a collection and all of that. Actually, I don't even know if Ariel is in this challenge. I think she might be like an extra one that you could potentially do, but if she is, I'll probably do it because Ariel is my favorite princess. Ariel, Jasmine, and Rapunzel are my 3 girlies, but I don't know if they're actually in the main part of this challenge. I might at the end potentially swap out Merida just because she's supposed to not have kids and be alone forever. But we will see. We have not gotten there even close. We are on, this is what, generation 4 we're about to go into, so we have 6 more to go. I do not regret one bit changing this to a short lifespan. I am determined to finish this one and Zodiac Legacy because, like, I feel like so often people start legacies and they don't finish them just because we get kind of bored, we want to do something else, and I get that, trust me, I do, and I know, like, potentially you guys are getting bored of seeing it because we're so far into it, and it's been a while, but I am determined to finish it. Like, my brain will not let me quit on them, especially because I am very attached to these families. So, yeah. Anyways, here I am trying to figure out textures on this house. I believe I add in some stone to kind of break up this cottagey wood paneling, which again, I was basing it off of Aurora's little cottage where she lives with the 3 fairies. But it spiraled out of control. I haven't even added the freaking chimney I wanted to add yet. So at some point I will add that, but right now is not the time, clearly, given how this spiraled so quickly. Again, I have no defense for what happened here, but I'm happy with the way it turned out. I think it looks really cute. Again, the top of it actually winds up expanding quite a bit, so I do end up, I think, putting her bedroom up there. And by bedroom, I mean it's a bed and it's a room, and that's about all we could afford, because again, I have this thing with like legacies and like even the 100 baby challenge when we start over with the new matriarch, I kind of want to have it be like a little bit of rags to riches. I like the struggling, which I know sounds crazy because in a legacy you're supposed to, in, you know, the grand scheme of things, in the basic legacy, you're supposed to pick one huge lot and you live there the entire 10 generations, you accumulate wealth, your family members pass, you keep that wealth and everything, but I feel like that takes a little bit of the fun out of it. So I like the struggle, and I don't know why my brain likes the struggle. I just do. The roofing, I believe I changed to be, it still has like the straw effect, but I think I pick one from Cottage Living that just kind of blends a little bit better. I might end up changing it to stone at some point. But Sleeping Beauty's cottage in the movie has like that straw feel to it, so that's what I was kind of going for. Again, I was basing it specifically off of the movie one, so you're kind of seeing me struggling here to pick something. And then I end up realizing I like the Cottage Living one the best, so I go with that instead of the Island Living one. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty cute. Obviously, clearly I missed some stuff back there, but I think it works. I think I'm about to actually change I'm like going back and forth. Also, this is completely real-time building. There's no sped upness of this. This is all real time because it only took me, it looks like about 35-ish minutes maybe, give or take, to complete this because I wasn't able to furnish the inside. I was not able to do the outside. I could probably add some like live edit plants because those usually cost 0 simoleons, but we'll see what happens with that. So you're seeing my kind of my thought process in real time here as we are building this together. Me changing things 20,000 times. I think there are like a few cuts where I kind of like me expanding something or like messing with the placement of something for like the billionth time. I'm like, I'm not gonna record that because that's just, it's wasting space and time. If that makes sense. But yeah, this is the one we end up settling on. Obviously I need to fix that. There we go. That's the one we end up going with. I just thought it was a little bit more seamless with the rest of the look of the house, in keeping with also the Aurora theme. But yeah, I don't want to keep rambling on and on and on about this house. I hope you guys like it. I can put it up on the gallery if you want it to be up on the gallery. It's obviously clearly not done yet. We are nowhere near the point of, I was also trying to do this grassy one, but like I feel like there wasn't enough brown popping through to make it look like intermittent grass had fallen onto the roof. But anyway, but yeah, if you guys want this up on the gallery, I can put it up there. At this point, it's basically just a shell because I have nothing else down just yet. We have no money. And I didn't want to waste her remaining simoleons on putting stuff down, if that makes sense. I want to give her a little bit of a cushion here to make food and like to start the writing career because I'm gonna need to buy some stuff for that. So I want to give her a little bit of oomph. Also, I don't know what was going on with my lighting. You're gonna see me kind of panning my camera back and forth and being like, what is happening with my lighting here? Because like it kept like flashing at me and I wasn't sure exactly what was going on. I don't know, maybe I have a weird mod installed that's outdated or what have you, but there was like a weird issue going on. So not sure what's going on with that, but yeah, anyways, hopefully you guys like this. I am very excited to start playing Alora's generation, which is the Sleeping Beauty generation. You'll be getting into that pretty darn soon. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the rest of this video. I hope you have a magical day. My voice just cracked because I just woke up like 30 minutes ago. But I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!